Goosebumps Horrorland. Let me just see. Alright, let's see. Goosebumps Horrorland PS2. Oh, it's only $600. Yeah, I could probably afford that. Let's just check the bank account. Oh, that's not good. Here, let me call my lawyer. Maybe he knows something about this. Yeah, I'm real desperate for cash. I need to sell something. I was thinking about selling my idea for a replacement for the alarm clock. That bed that has spikes that wake you up. Because everybody knows the worst part about waking up is how comfortable your bed is in the morning. So, how much do you think I can get? Shit. Man. I'm never gonna figure out how to make money. Oh no, I couldn't do that. That would completely get rid of all integrity I have and throw any respect I have out the window. I could not take a sponsor. Thank you to Bad Dragon for sponsoring the video. Finally, my two favorite things, fantasy and getting fucked in the Selling out. Why let passion or creativity drive you when you can chase something way more fulfilling? Money! It's something that's incredibly common, whether it be a small local act getting signed to a big publisher and out of nowhere changing their sound completely, or putting music on the back burner to become a glorified brand who sells t-shirts, action figures, lunchboxes. Shit, when you're dead, you can get buried in a coffin. So yeah, let's talk about selling out in music. And let's just address the elephant in the room, probably the band you're thinking about right now. Metallica's like the biggest band of all time. Of course they're going to be called Sellouts. Even early in their career, with the second album they had, they were being called Sellouts.
When did the sellout bullshit start? When the Black Album came out?
It started
way before that.
Yeah. Ride the Lightning.
Ride the Lightning.
On the second album, we had a song called Fade to Black that we still play almost at every show. And James thought it would be a great idea to have acoustic guitars on the album. And so when the metal community heard a Metallica song with acoustic guitars, they all lost their fucking lunches.
But if you know Metallica, you know we're not talking about that. Of course, I'm talking about Load and Reload, the album that completely changed Metallica's sound, ditching their thrash roots and going for a completely like cowboy dad rock sound, which I kind of I can't lie. It wasn't just the sound that changed, they completely changed their look. People like to think fans were being ridiculous, just pointing out how they cut their hair, but if you saw how they looked at first, it's kind of ridiculous. But I will agree, cutting their hair, not that big of a deal, especially if you look at Lars now. I think this was inevitable. Speaking of Lars, he wasn't doing the band any favors at the time by infamously trying to take down Napster, a service back in the day which would allow music fans to download and share music for free.
You know what? Maybe I wouldn't have to whore myself out if you kids didn't steal my music.
Whoa. We're not stealing, okay? We're just sharing with each other, you know?
Napster. Sharing's only fun when it's not your stuff.
They just look like old money-hungry bitches, as displayed by this awesome cartoon.
$200 for a ticket, $20 for like a CD, like $50 for a Metallica t-shirt, and like $100 for a genuine Metallica cock ring. You're all fucking awesome, and we'll never forget you. You fucking made us rich.
Man, that cartoon's never gonna die. Anyways, the opinion on that has shifted drastically as streaming has fucking just ruined music forever. And people are starting to realize that Lars might have actually had a point. You hate to see it. Now, do I think Metallica sold out? I feel like when you're that big, stuff like that just comes with the territory. Them changing their sound, I think those albums feel authentic and creatively driven. They don't feel like money was the driving factor behind them. If anything, it just feels like they were having a midlife crisis.
We've heard that we've sold out
a million
forever.
Times. Right.
But it's all relative to what your world is and how small your world is. So we've stayed honest to ourselves, and that's all we can do.
No, guys, they sold out. They cut their hair. That'd be like if Slipknot stopped wearing their masks, or if Kiss stopped wearing their makeup. Oh wait, Kiss are the biggest example of selling out. If you looked up selling out in the dictionary, you'd get a picture of Gene Simmons. They've done it all, whether it's an over-reliance on theatrics over compelling songwriting, switching up their sound completely to match what's popular at the time, turning themselves into a glorified brand and selling everything they possibly can to fans, and the best one, dropping lawsuits left and right. I'm telling you, if these guys get any excuse to go after you, they will. Whether you're a cover band, or just a band with a similar name, or even if you have similar makeup. Gene Simmons famously went after King Diamond because he said he had similar makeup. I guess he just owns black and white makeup. Here's a list of other things Gene Simmons thinks he owns. He wanted the trademark for the devil horns used at every metal concert ever. He wanted the trademark for the phrase trophy wife, and in a move with zero self-awareness, he decided to file a trademark for literal money bags. I don't know how you could get more greedy. He won it too. He owns that now. They'll even sue each other. He sued the ex-member of the ex-guitarist Ace for trying to use his makeup after he went solo. You know, the makeup he made. You know, all this is really starting to remind me of another band. Gimmicky makeup, changing their sound, firing their band members, dumb lawsuits. Oh, I'm talking about Ghost. Yeah, so Ghost are basically just the new version of Kiss. Everything I said about Kiss applies to them. Another similarity they have is that they both look like they'd sound heavier than they do. Well, I mean, at least Ghost used to sound heavier. Back when they had their first 3 albums out, this band used to be scary, mysterious, and fucking cool. But they've changed a lot since then, and now they sound like Scooby-Doo ABBA. To me, this band definitely sold out once the lead singer Tobias Forge fired the entire band, replacing them with a bunch of musicians for hire, and then released songs that would go on to be huge on TikTok, and then they just leaned into that fan base that they built of, you know, I'm not even gonna say. Just listen to the difference. This is how the song Year Zero starts. Satanas, Lucifer. And now let's hear a newer one. And it's such a ride.
Why would you do that?
I'm telling you, man, in high school, this was my favorite band, and it was nothing but disappointment after disappointment. Seeing this motherfucker hit ballet moves in the street was my 9/11. You know, at least with all these other examples, it's just bands either making music or selling products that if you're a fan, I'm sure you'd like it and you'd have some use for it, even if it is this god-awful plushie. But what if you could sell something that has no use at all and is a complete scam? Avenged Sevenfold NFT badge.
It's your fucking nightmare!
Y'all remember NFTs? Back in 2021, Avenged Sevenfold decided to launch their own line of NFTs based off of their logo, the Death Bat. I don't know how any of this shit works because I'm not a crypto guy, but let's see. Which one of these do I want to buy? Let's do this guy with the bulging eyes. For 15 Ethereum, which translates to $280 for this. What's the more expensive one then? Is this the most expensive one? How much is this one? That one's just 200. How much is this one? 200. Can I sort by price, lowest to highest? What's the highest one? Price highest to lowest. All right, this one is. Holy shit! Is that $1 million? No way. That can't be right. I'm just in disbelief right now. I gotta be reading that wrong. Avenged Sevenfold aren't the only skull band to do NFTs.
Hello, B. Buy my NFT. I'm Dave Mustaine.
Hey, Dave Mustaine here. Your NFT is your key to the inner circle, connecting you with the cyber army unlike ever before. So it's not just a static piece. It's a ticket to a dynamic, interactive metal experience. Welcome to the future of fan engagement.
What? Well, that sucks. Hey, what's Megadeth doing now?
Get out of the cities. It's over.
This is Vic Rattlehead. For over 4 decades, I've been chained in silence. But the end demands my voice. It is confirmed the next Megadeth studio album will be the last.
Good, what the fuck is this? A couple years ago, Megadeth released an album about how AI is gonna ruin the future. I guess I was fooled into thinking they didn't want that, considering it's called dystopia! What? Absolute hypocrites. Nothing tells me that you don't care about the message of your band at all than using AI, which a bunch of shitty bands are already using, let alone industry plant acts like Scars making AI-generated music to turn a quick buck on the metal community. Wow, look at that. Fucking shameless. Wow, he just has such a crazy output. Like, how is he able to put so much stuff out so fast?
Goth girlfriend, please.
Oh my god. Kill yourself! Kill yourself! 12 iconic masked metal bands that are in fact AI generated. I have never seen one sentence encapsulate the problem with modern metal more. Holy shit. Look at this. AI is literally ruining every aspect of life. It's ruining movies, and it's ruining music. It's even ruining legacies. Let's talk about the Ozzy Osbourne family. So Sharon Osbourne has gotten a lot of flack over the years, but with the recent passing of Ozzy, people have been very sympathetic and felt bad for the Oz. Recently, she decides to have claims that an AI Ozzy is going to travel the world, and people are not having. They're fighting back against it as much as they can. Her and her son Jack Osbourne, who is just all about AI.
This is AI, and this is you singing. That's Shania Twain. That's a Shania Twain song. Still the one I love. Still the one. And that someone did an AI version of you singing it. Doesn't that fucking sound like him?
I don't like the idea of it at all.
If you walked into a room and that was playing, you'd be like, when the fuck did I record that?
I can tell.
Ozzy Osbourne's son Jack Osbourne defends plans to create an AI avatar of his late father. Jack says he and his mom Sharon Osbourne put plenty of thought in before announcing the project was in the works. News of the upcoming digital Prince of Darkness was recently revealed when Jack, the youngest of Ozzy's 6 kids, and his mother made the announcement at Licensing Expo 2026 in Las Vegas. Beginning late this summer, Black Sabbath fans will be able to interact with an AI version of Ozzy, which bears his, quote, digital DNA, as well as his voice, likeness, and movement with the help of hyperreal and proto-hologram. As Sharon explained at the May 20th event per Rolling Stone, you can ask Ozzy anything, and he will answer you in his own voice, and the answers will be what Ozzy would have said.
I don't like the idea of it at all.
Man, that was all really depressing. I mean, I don't really care, though, because I got my copy of Goosebumps Horrorland, baby. Oh, I'm playing this in the morning. See you, losers. Thanks for watching. I'm going to bed early.
Good night's sleep, here I come.
Oh! Why did they put spikes in my bed?
Where does a vampire keep all his cash? The blood bank!
Man, this game sucks.